Nothing in my way will make me be afraid. And I can feel it in my bones. Yeah, I can feel it in my soul. Yeah, I can feel it, no letting go. And I can feel it, it's getting close. I said, I can't stand by anymore. Looking in from the outside, I know I can hold the phone. They can't keep my hands tied. I need strength to carry on without me pushing through. Oh, no one can save me from myself. I need force, breaking down the walls by force, keeping my head above the water, screaming till I lose my voice. I need force, breaking down the walls by force, keeping my head above the water, screaming till I lose my voice. Yeah. What they say now. I like to welcome everybody out to the samurai. Indeed. Here we go, one side. Really need. Very beautifully, a little rated. A little battle raps for you. Little battle rap. Really need. What you got? Very beautifully, a little rated. A little battle raps for you. So going live. So come on through. Big eyes looking like skies and binoculars. 2 nights live singing by the opera house, but not in it. Just by it, someone alongside it. A long silence. A strong, vibrant, meditative song of guidance designed to raise eyelids sublime and save assignments with warm regards and age kindness for today's climate. In the vein of gang violence meets the gang's demises, and it bangs, rises like wings on a plane, plus a pilot who can fly into the eye. Hurricane, Irish stylish. Same hue in different sizes. Where evidence
And we are fighting in Atlantis. How about this crazy venue? Next to me, of course, is Johnny Nelson.
Hi, Todd. Nice to be here with you.
Time for our tail of the tape. First up, Unbreakable. And they will have a power advantage here. Up against them, the Swarm. And they'll have a nice reach advantage. These two will be fighting in the heavyweight division. You expect, of course, knockouts, but don't be surprised if this one goes the distance.
There is no joke about this. Someone is going to get hurt, the other is going to get embarrassed. Let's make sure they measure up well.
First up, we have the Unbreakable from Brunei, and they are the Undisputed champ. They won by TKO in their last fight. And they'll be facing the Swarm from Cuba. The last time we saw them in action, they pulled off a very close win.
Look at this. These fights are so up for it. Look at that.
And with that, we turn it over to the world-renowned ring announcer, Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Brunei, wearing the red trunks with red trim, Undisputed champion, Unbreakable. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Cuba, wearing the light purple trunks with dark cyan trim, the Swarm.
What a pleasure it is to be here in this environment. What a venue for this showdown.
Words are cheap. It's the action that says it all. We'll find out when the first bell goes.
What a great venue and what a great matchup. Cannot wait for this one. And there's the bell for round one. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. Insane action. They are not going to let this one go to the judges. The champion is back for another defense. That right hook won't score. Tried to score with a jab. Punch, counter punch. There's nothing quite like the chemistry between a fighter and their coach, and this partnership is working great. Big swing and a miss with the hook. That uppercut's blocked. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. They've got the momentum, they've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
Time winding down as we get set to jump back in the action. There's the bell for round two. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
That uppercut does not score. This is a historical moment. Not many boxers get to 50 fights. An absolute warrior. Neither one of them want this to go to the judges' scorecards. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
You'd like to see more jabs. Punch caught him clean. This fighter has a killer instinct. Just look at this KO percentage. Over 70% of their fights have ended early. Nice counter shot. He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
The referee calling for seconds out as we get set for another round. Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. Well, this fighter loves throwing hooks. Their opponent has got to watch out for that. The jab doesn't quite connect. This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Throws the jab, it doesn't score. Both men step back for just a moment.
And the land left hook is successful.
See ya.
You know the scoreboards are going to be all over the place in this one. That could not have come soon enough for this guy. Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round. Here we go to the fourth round. After scores and ready to go, let's hope this round is more competitive. We've got 1 minute to recover. Now they're going to block it. They're going to block it. They're going to come out now and start it out. Get on the back foot, jab, wrist on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then, put the pressure on. He scores with the counter. No doubt the career is winding down. How many fights do they have left? Just can't find the target. Is he going to punch himself out there? Can they figure out the combination to this fight? It's so close, so close. It's going to be a hard minute tonight for the judges. Oh, going deep into the gas tank on this one.
Fuck you.
So we have to rank them as one of the best in the weight class.
Oh, that one again.
jab doesn't find a home.
Yeah.
This round still progress with just 10 seconds to go.
Hey.
As boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that one. Time for the 5th round. Next round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Coach, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. Don't try and burn it. You can see from the record, this fighter is fantastic and is really difficult to get back. He's gonna punch himself out though. Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful though.
Skill for skill. Tap, tap, tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
He's gonna land the hook. Jab just got blocked. I would have taken holding on here for a minute. When are we going to see a jab from these two?
Puta, bueno, ¿qué?
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Game plan is seem to be working. Here's what you have to do differently.
Needs to knock out without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what? Next round, you're getting it. Think.
There's the ball for round 6. Let's see if they bounce back here in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be soft. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight. You'll fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to top you up.
That's instant. To the metal. Be careful that he doesn't want to dance. Misses. There might be more action here. Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this top will say, you know, I just that notch above him. So I got to respect both of them.
The only area for this heavyweight is that he punched himself back. Perfect counter shot. This round can go either way. 10 seconds to go.
Palamahan ni Gagi.
Here comes round 7. Corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter. That was a tough last round. Now you got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. That's what he's going to try and do. So tight, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight yet. To the sense of the comeback. What desire? What cost? Too submissive. It's a state here, listening. So close, so close. Can you separate them? It's going to be hard tonight to match each other. That's throwing some bad intentions. That's a big swing. I want to touch out for it, but there might be more action here. There we go, first round with 10 seconds to go. And we enter the 8th round. We let it all hang out in the last round. What do they got left? An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep with the kill, the training, the conditioning? Would have been ridiculous that they're in the economy. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace. Oh, Johnny, out of nowhere, look at this. All hands on deck. We're witnessing an upset in the making. True champion knows how to get out of trouble after they got into trouble, and it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now. 3 days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
1 minute. Motherfucker!
1 minute.
Look at
that step to the head, and there's no way they were going to stand up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The referee deems they can continue, but this might be a big mistake. Let's go. Let's not forget, there's more defense. Next is a blaze. We just take one more clear shot. A clean one. Then he's out of it. Ten seconds to go, and what domination we've seen in this round. This next one. There's the bell's got one in. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round? Oh, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything all down because I know his leg is strong. So this, I'm not trusting him. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised. Stamina's off the charts. Incredible work rate. they don't push themselves out here. Nice exchanges from both men in this match. Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Top for top. And at this point, I say, you know, I'm just that much above you. And so I've got to respect both of them. Very beautiful. Ready to take some deep rest now, but still fighting for it. There's that kick shot. Swing and a miss with the left hook. The only fear you have with this fighter is as he punched it, this round still up and down with just 10 seconds to go. Stamina is always an issue in a prize fight. You cannot do something. If you prepare right, strike right, act right, and did everything right for this fight, you have no excuse for guessing out. There's Bell's better run 10. Not sure these two fighters can keep up the pace we saw last round, but you know they're going to try. Exerted a lot of energy in this fight so far, and now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, act right, prep right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world. The swarm has been...
Fuck you!
As you can see, it was a hit to the head from the gut.
Shit.
You're back into the fray again, but how much do they have left?
He's out. I'll be surprised if he makes it back to opponent. And if he does, will he get back up on the stool again?
That was a show. Halfway through the round, and they've got some work to do to get back into it.
It's not ever hope. Remember fighting Evander Holyfield? He should be behind on point for the last 10 seconds. But he's fighting like he's going to put it back. That's the kind of hope he wants to do.
Straight right just misses. His stamina is off the charts. Tried to score with that hook, but missed. As we enter the final 10 seconds here, finally around, you'd rather forget. It's over for sure with the knockdown to make or break a fighter. There's the ball for round 11. They get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
What's a heavy knockdown? How are they going to come back from that? They stagger back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Nice camera punch right up the middle. Straight right, just misses. As the referee continues the count. Let's watch this again. He's...
Babi ano.
He got knocked down, but didn't stay down. Once again, showing you how much grit and courage this fighter has.
Don't waste time. Get stuck behind the referee. When he comes close, tie him up. The referee then down for you. And he'll come out of the ring. You've just got to make the most of it. Because if you let him jump back on the game, he's going to get the momentum and put him down again. It's a lot of points to lose, man. He's a king of the inlets. Did you see this? We're about to see a first round matchup. It's not over till it's over, but that knockdown is going to be huge. I love the response, though. Don't let go. Took a deep breath for a while. Push it up. Get on with the job. He would have made it to 12. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum? That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to push him. He's got to block him. Get out of the way of that right hook. Do you believe this? We're always looking for that KO. We can see an upset right here. And right, did you see that? Will the referee step in? It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now. What recovery skills they are. How should it was completely gone out of his no way. But look at it. Look at the movement. Look at the speed back on it. It never happened. Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift. Skill for skill. It's not the match made in heaven. So much for defensive abilities.
Buta ibadah tu.
You see the finish there. Defense is everything because they've got shot once, they know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense, local defense, blocking the stuff and the shooting. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one.
Siap, mandau. Wapi, buduh, palui. Oi. Siap.
They don't want to know what that experience I got to do with this percent. Before we began for the practice on the game, never needed approval, all I needed was control. Switch to the movement, check the strategy. Ain't gonna say me, stay there, stop the fear, ain't the same here, they don't really think play clear, I need to switch it up, only thing here,
Tuh wajib mana?
Get a job done.
Karena boleh stamina mo tu kurang.
Welcome to the WBC Arena. The time is now as we get set for what should be an incredible matchup. I'm Todd Grisham, and watching this live with me is Johnny Nelson.
About time to.
It's time for our tale of the tape. Up first is Unbreakable, and they will enjoy a power advantage. They'll be squaring up again. First up, Unbreakable. And this one has all of those big fight field. I hope for this battle between these two athletes. Lean straight right to the head. Swinging this with the hook. Exchange here from both men. Double punch on him, please. Nothing quite like the chemistry between the fighter and their coach, and this partnership is working great. Final round punch out, so I thought there might be more action here. And forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down. Still for skill. She's not the matchmaking.
Yeah.
He don't punch himself out though. Here, giving us a high-tempo show. That hook was going with some bad intentions. Swing and a miss with that left hook. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Well, you're entering desperation mode here. Do I need a knockout? Into the second round. That's the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
It's a close one round. Now you gotta make sure. That's what it's trying to do. So try and hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight yet. Not to the sense of the comeback.
It's a historical moment. Many boxers get to 50 fights. An absolute war. One punch can change everything in this battle. for the weary. Just look at his KO percentage. Over 70% of their fights are ended home. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. Forward to the next. Skill for skill, top to top. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above him, and so I'm going to respect both of them more than that.
Puta, apa na?
When are we going to see a jab from these two? His stamina is off the charts. I know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. He is taking big time in the score. But now sometimes it can be the sweetest sound. On to the third. They're stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive. This is one of those situations. Just be happy for to get up there again. Be slow, be sharp. Don't give food, don't get something in. If you fight, you'll fight. Hold and tie him up just until your head clears again. And your legs come back again. Because if you do, he's going to pop you up. And the seat is coming right back. What desire? What lost? Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. This fighter loves throwing punch their opponent has got to let go. And that was it! That was the big stop we were waiting for! I thought that was the end, but here we go again! Back into the fire! Defense is everything because they got to show more and now he's not more again. So for now, just defense, do defense, nothing is definition. Can't believe we're only halfway through the round. They're so close, so close. Nothing separated. It's going to be a hard to manage to make it to the business. Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. The only fear you have with this fighter is as he punches, despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears. Something has got to change. They've got 1 minute to recover now. They've got to block it. They've got to block it. They've got to come up now and start it out. Get on the back foot, jump. When it's not a jump, these throw their legs from back. Then, what a pressure. Now, touch out to it. There might be more action here. Entering the twilight years of their career now. How many fights do they have left in them?
Motherfucker! Fucking shit.
And they're down, trying to make it up before 10 as the rivalry continues to come. As we watch it one more time, appreciate the perfection of that knockout shot. Shot from the top, day, a shot.
Bangon!
So the fight will continue, but what does the game plan have to look like now? Listen, is to be done, to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again, to show your fitness and determination, maximum respect.
Hey. Kau nak sikit. Bau tik benar kan.
They get caught. Oh, really deep into the gas tank on this one. Just been step back for just a moment. Final 10 seconds here, and before we get warmed up, they've got some work to do.
Mati kau.
How big of a factor that lockdown is going to be? You just wait for the fifth round. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round. What a knockdown. What is it? You need 1 hour to get over the shoulder.
Wow.
And that was down to conditioning. That was down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you're going to deal with it. The only fear you have with this heavyweight is that he punched himself out. Punches has to hurt.
See ya.
Fighter with a top 5 in the world, no doubt about it. And he scores with the counter. That's just a score.
Bau
Just blocking the hook. Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift. Skillful skill. Now this part will say, you know what, I'm just that much above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than that. You can see from the record, this fighter is fantastic and it's really difficult to get back. He fails to score that left hook. Beautiful counter shot. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. This is the time that the trainer needs to come in and
Aku tak ingat Jul berapa yang itu. Aku dah lama beli ni. Nama dia, cuba kau cek Undisputed. Aku rasa harga dekat aku dengan kau tak sama kau. Aduh, gila. Pakai weh. Bodoh betul. Ambil kau. Ambil kau. Wah. Kelas ni kepala dia. Hei.
Skill for skill. She's not a match made in heaven.
Dia elak bodoh.
Is he going to touch himself out there?
Mati kau setan.
A lot of effort being exerted here. But it doesn't score.
Bocor betul.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left.
Susah je. Aku dah lama tak main game ni lah. Jadi dah lupa gerakan tu.
Round 7, here we go. They let it all hang out in the last round. What do they got left?
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? New personal.
Aku nak ambil, aku rasa ketinggalan poin dah.
The training, the conditions would have been ridiculous. Like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we're in for it right now.
Betul lah.
This is spending a lot of energy in this one. You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it.
Aku dah...
Since you thought this would be a mismatch, you were sorely wrong.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be hard.
Aku dah block boleh kena
And this is that jab. Every time they throw a shot, they get counters.
Betul lah.
And let's take another look at
Besar bodoh ni. Celaka betul. Aku dah berapa kali bagi power punch. Celaka betul lah. Tengok, aku dah block.
With a heavy knockdown. I'm very surprised. Until come out. This is a David. That's awesome.
the stamina is off the charts.
Tengok aku dah block. Imak.
The seat, it's always coming. Do the hit, do the win. Stamina is off the charts. Nice move. Here and honest. We're going to land the hook. You'd like to see more jabs. Putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. This one has to go either way, since that fast. At some point, the corner needs to decide we have to protect our fast.
Babi.
You see what some dorks these two fighters have. There's the start round one. With 1 minute, enough time for them to recover after what we saw last round.
exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what they call championship round. If you have done the right, step right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If you beat it, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world. Incredible work rate. He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. You can see that heavy breathing, but that's not slowing him down. Perfect counter shot. And they're down. It looks like this.
Mampus kau. Mati. Jangan lagi kau bangun, setan.
A punch like that, and you're going down. Gotta see that.
Belakak betul. Bangun lagi Buang aja.
He got knocked down, but
Jadi stamina pun cepat turun. Kau tak? Kau pakai injection apa ni?
that is a show of character. When you're put down, your wrinkles there, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up. Sticking up and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so hard for a fighter. As we enter the final 10 seconds here, final round, he'd rather forget. He's been knocked down, but at least not. There's the ball for round 10. They get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here? Well, listen, if I knock somebody down like that run, you know this one coming out? He's getting everything so well, because I know his legs are gone. So this, what's just going to happen? If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised. It's all offense, all the time.
Mak betul.
He threw the hook, it didn't land. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. I'm going to think of holding on here for a minute. This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point. Still for still, top for top. Now this fight will say, you know, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. Both respect. Defense failed him. And they work really good.
Mati kau.
Since they get up, I can see any movement here. It looks like this one's going to be over. You could see it. They saw that punch coming, and there was nothing.
Jangan bangun lagi
What a shot.
Tak, duduk diam. Cilaka betul. Kau boleh bawa negeri kau sendiri ya, macam kau nak Malaysia boleh bendera ada.
What a shot.
Aduh. Sebelum berlawan tu kau kena training. Tapi training ni digital je. Kau tengok ni ya. Kau punya weight, gain weight. Kau tekan R2 R1 kau tengok. Kau ubah sharpness kau tengok. Sharpness kau ada 10. Kau kena training. Tu balik pada gear hub, kau tekan ni. Sampai dia train. Masih under train, main Spotify. Maximum train tu dah cukup. Tu kau pergi negotiation, fight, kau dah lawan siapa kau pilih. Aku nak ambil balik ni bell ni lah. Negotiation. Tak payah rematch. Mati lah kau kali ni. Okay, ni training sebelum berlawan. Aku nak buat gym level ni je lah. Okay, tengok apa yang kurang. Defensive sparing aku kurang lah. Tapi dah apa kan? Try ya. Okay, guarding dah. Dah 100. Ni yang kurang, jump rope. Aku kurang stamina. Kau tengok dia punya charge up kan, jangan sampai kurang. Kau tengok inject kan, recovering. Kita train balik. Aku stamina kurang kan. Speed bad. Recovery naikkan semula dia punya charge up. Ni media. Kau punya ni media ni macam apa ya, aku lupa. Training gig. Aku kurang ni. Naikkan. Boleh pakai lagi. Ni kenapa ni? Cedera ya? Pasal ni? Huh? Boleh fight. Okay, kita fight. Ni ambil bell balik. Aku dah 1 kali kalah. Kilakar betul lah nego. Aku dah lama tak main game boxing ni, jadi aku
We've got high hopes for this contest, but these two fighters should be a really good matchup. I'm Todd Brisha. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson. I feel like a fool. How have I got these ringside seats? It's time now for our tale of the tape. First up first is Unbreakable from Brunei, coming off a knockout victory in their last fight.
Ya, tandanya.
Up against them, the Swarm from Cuba. They are the undisputed champion of the world, coming off a very close win. And with that, let's go into the ring and the Hall of Fame announcer himself, Jimmy Lennon Jr. This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Brunei, wearing the red trunks with red trim, Unbreakable. Fighting out of the blue corner from Cuba, wearing the light purple trunks with dark cyan trim, Undisputed Champion, the Swarm. We've waited a long time for this fight. It's here, and the fighters are good to go. Stone, over talking Stone. Now, so capacity crowd here for this one. We've been waiting a long time for this matchup.
Kaya ako kena hati-hati, stamina aku kena jaga.
You can't imagine how bad these fighters want to get their hands on each other. Big hook. Good thing it didn't land. Right hook is finding its target. Back in the ring again to try and challenge for multiple world titles. Will their legendary status be cemented in history?
Kita serang bawah dulu, kita kurangkan dia punya stamina dulu. Dia ni kuat tau.
That's a good score.
Tengok.
Time. It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now. Now they've got to wait off. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. So on the back also, get back on it. We're the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way. Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, touch for touch. Now this part will say, you know, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. Both of them. But it doesn't score. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. From this moment forward, we cannot afford to lose another round. Because sometimes it can be this. Into the second round. They got battled last round. How do they turn their fortunes around? That was a tough rush round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put out there. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until the sense of combat.
Bodoh betul.
There's nothing quite like the chemistry between a fighter and their coach. This partnership is looking good. Left hook. This is a historical moment. Not many boxers get to 50 fights and absolutely to be a judge in this fight is both fighters have had their big moments.
skillful skill, top to top, just like one match made in heaven. Somebody scores that hook and miss. We wanted action, and they are giving us action. Miss with that jab. Very close round with 10 seconds to go.
Bodoh betul lah Negro ni.
He's pointing. Let the bell start round 3. If they're stools and ready to go, let's hope this round is more competitive. This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt, you've got to get out there again. Be smart, be sharp, don't be a fool, don't get something in. Make you fight, you'll fight. Hold and tie him up just until your head plays again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off. He threw a punch and just got countered. This fighter has a killer instinct. Just look at this KO percentage. Over 70% of their fights have ended early.
Setan lah.
This is some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere. Pretty close fight here in this round. They're so close, so close. You can separate them. It's going to be a hard game tonight for the judges. I'd like to see more jabs. This jab just got blocked. Both men step back to resist a moment. Lucky that hook didn't score. This fight was a judge's scorecards read. There are no losers in this one.
Aku dah tahu kalahan dia.
Here's the battle start round 2. Coming off that great round and see if they can build on momentum here. Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, clearly that's not it.
Kena headbutt.
Boxer is a real book specialist. Your opponent has got to watch it after that. Yeah, which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? This will be this match. So long. Oh my goodness, Johnny! Corner's got to take a good look at their fighter. And down goes the swing.
Mati kau.
And look at that shot. And there's no way they were going to stand up to that one. That's lights out right there.
Mike Tyson punya skill, mati kau. Kuat ni Negro ni.
They're back up now, but they've got to be cautious. Cannot afford to trade back now, can they, Johnny?
Oh, he's up. I'll be surprised if he makes it back to the corner. And if he does, will he get back in the screen again? That was a shot.
Got possession rounds with 10 seconds to go. What a huge momentum swing that's going to be, considering that round will be 10-8. Here we go, round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? See how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
Oh, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, coming out, he's getting everything. Oh, because I know he's let it done. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he does it, I'll be very, very surprised.
It's coming across right up the middle. Good defense on that right hook. You can't make a mistake at that heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. This may do it. It's all coming to an end. And the swarm has been broken. And he's great live. I'll look up again on slow motion replay. You like to. Watch the shot.
Hati kau. Kamu lagi Hei. Aku dah tahu caranya. Dah tahu pelan kau.
Right now, Johnny, do they go toe for toe or they play defense here?
Just stuck in the referee. When can time up? The referee's then got to call you. Walk him out of the ring. You've just got to make the most of it. Because if you let him get back on you again, he's going to get momentum and pull him down again. That's a lot of points to lose here.
Need to turn this around halfway through.
Remember fighting behind the Holophone? He should be behind the points until the last 10 seconds. But he's fighting like he's going to put it back. That's the kind of what we need to see.
Final 10 seconds here in the corner is going to have their work cut out for them. Let's see how the game plan changes after that big knockdown.
If you put down, you've got to think right, survive, and then give it by the next round.
Let's start the 6. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
What's a heavy knockdown? How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to close the round. Don't get involved. Keep yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Nice counter. No doubt the career is winding down. How many fights do they have left? It's a game changer. I thought that was going to be a knockdown at least.
What the kidney still down? What a shit it was. Completely done like that. There's no way he's going to finish this one. Oh, look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed back on it. It could never happen.
This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Touch for touch. Now, this part will say, you know, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. Worthy of this.
Incredible work rate. Big swing and miss with that. It's all offense all the time. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left.
Toto!
Opportunity for them. There's the bell for round 7. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around? About 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and start it out. Get on the back foot, jab. Wrist on the jab. Be smart and pop and fill your legs from back. Then, put the pressure. Spider with the top back and the world go down back. You let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now.
Hey!
Nothing back here now. Got a bomb with that counter shot. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Can't believe we're only halfway through the round. They're so close, so close. And there it is! The knockdown.
Tabak bunta ba na rin?
Knockdown head.
Tabak bunta kawan eh.
Again.
Siya, semandawan eh.
They beat the count and are ready to go again. The corner needs to think nice and short. They know that. They know that's what the people are doing. And what the technical guys say, this is going to be a tough decision to make. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked? And we enter the final 10 seconds here in a pretty dominant display. A huge momentum swing that's going to be, considering that round will be 10-8 after the knockdown. Can make or break a fighter.
Kuat eh.
There's the guy start round 8. We can finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us. What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now that's conditioning. Now it's after mental strength and preparation. It's how you're going to deal with it. You see from the record, this fighter is fantastic and is really difficult to get back.
Cilaka, cilaka, cilaka!
Oh, and you saw the balance go. The knees, the foundation, right. How is this fight still continuing? Been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round walking. You're going to walk at a time. You're going to go back to the corner. How are you going to get through this? Both of these fighters have had their moments. Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Now this fight will say, you know what, I've just clapped much of looking, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than that. And they're down.
Allah!
Couldn't get anywhere.
Butuh benar eh.
Again, but from a different angle. So this fight will continue, but how can they get back into this balance? Somebody can smart block here. They can smart block. They've got to be smart. Get in there. That's boom. Back to the same spot again. But how much? You got away with it. You can do it again. 10 seconds to go, and what domination we've seen in this round. it's plan B time after being knocked down in that round. I love the response though. Don't back up. Took the deep hit for a lot. Push it up. Get on with the job. And there's the belt around one. They get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here? That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. Very, very surprised. It could come out. Flash of the daisies. That's not going to happen. He's got to toss on it. He's got to block it. Not a lot of punch out, but I thought there might be more action here. To be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. The only theory I have with this heavyweight is that he punched himself out. Perfect counter shot. Right there! The building is going bananas! Will they see a huge upset here? It appears the onslaught is over, at least for now. 3 days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal. Let's fight a little bit closer. Changes everything.
Bodoh ah.
We need to see that again. So please,
Sial sekali mati kapak bunta dia.
to see that again. 1, 2, 3.
Sial kau bunta. Mandau. Babi, pantai.